all in here today. Eighth Life, Holy Beats, Cloud9, Bufo, J Keys, Killer on the beat. Welcome, Ben Lupin. Who else we got in here? DP, is you with me? Hi, everybody. How's it going? It feels like it's been a long time, but it really hasn't been. Welcome back. All right. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one. Cloud9 feels the same. Okay, so let's get into the announcements. First of all, a head-to-head battle between some of the hottest outs. Choose a side, submit your beat, and pull out some popcorn to see who gets crowned the Battle of the Type Beats winner. Our first matchup is going to be Larry June versus Currency Type Beats on Tuesday, August 17th at 3 p.m. on beatstars.live. Make sure you're submitting to the opportunity at beatstars.world/opportunities. That's where all of the fun stuff is. So that'll be fun. Like, we've never really done like type beat battles, so I feel like that's gonna be a good time. I mean, I'm gonna watch. I love Larry June and Currency, so I'm excited to hear what type beats you guys are able to submit in that time. And as you know, BeatStars has Twitter Spaces every weekday at 4 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you tune in today right after the show for an open discussion with BeatStars Community Director and our homie Mike Trampy, aka the Producer Whisperer. You can go to twitter.com/BeatStars for that. And as for the show, welcome back to The Deal. I'm Tia. I'm the Opportunities Manager here at BeatStars. If you're new to The Deal, we're highlighting our BeatStars Publishing roster. And BeatStars Publishing is a partnership between BeatStars and Sony Music Publishing, who are the global music publisher in the world. I already know you guys saw that tremendous rollout for our announcement of publishing being open to everybody. So I hope all of y'all jumped in to apply. If you haven't already, please go do so. beatstars.com/publishing. Anyways, don't forget to follow at BeatStars Publishing on Instagram for some free industry game and get acquainted with our roster. All of the above. And this week we're gonna hang out with, oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna mess this up, I'm so sorry. We're hanging out with Roko Tensei and Pieper Beats. Oh, I can see him nodding in the waiting room. Was I close? All right. And if you want to rewatch this interview, you can check it out later alongside all of our past shows and BeatStars content, including tutorials on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/official BeatStars. Don't forget to be subscribed of new uploads. I feel like I'm so hyper today. Like, I went to the gym this morning, so I guess I just got like my energy flowing a little bit different, but I just feel like I'm on 10 right now. So sorry guys. Let's bring in our special guests. Bam. Hello.
Yo.
What's up?
Welcome to the show.
What's up, guys?
Everybody say hello to Roko and Pieper.
What's up, guys?
Vice versa.
Yo.
Oh my gosh, everyone's excited today. I'm having such a good time. This is good Tuesday.
Yes, right, the energy.
Exactly, we need it. Usually, like, by 3 o'clock, like, I'm wiped, but like today's a lucky day for everybody. I don't know who wants to go first, but please introduce yourself. Let us know who you are, where you're from, and what kind of music you make.
You can go, Roko.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. I'm Roko Tensei, 21 years old, producer from Germany. I make my type of beat is a bit weird. I make anime type beat and R&B or hip hop in a sense.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, yes. And that's it.
Thanks for the intro.
Yeah, sure.
Pieper.
All right, what's up, guys? My name is Pieper Beats. I'm from New York. I'm 20 years old, and I make a lot of like chill lo-fi type stuff. A lot of with like live instruments, like organic drums. Also a lot of like boom bap, old school type stuff. But really make a little bit of everything.
So we're definitely gonna get a difference in vibes between the two of you today, which is exciting. I love the contrast already. Roko, tell me how you started producing. How did you get into music to begin with?
Okay, funny story. When I was 13, one friend of mine was 15, just released a rap song, and I thought to myself, wait a second, this guy didn't rap before? So like, I didn't even think it was possible to make music. I don't know. I just thought that your parents had to teach you how to play instruments and stuff. And so I thought to myself, wait, he can do it. And then I started rapping with him a little bit when I was like 13. And then a year later, I just quit. And then a couple of years later, when I was 16, I thought to myself, yeah, why not like trying to make some beats to, follow with that lane. And I started making some beats in FL Studio. Yeah, that's how I got started.
So you said you were a rapper for a brief period of time. What was your first song about? What were you spinning?
My song was about. That's a good question. I don't know. I was just rapping random stuff, to be honest. We just turned on the microphone, recorded with Audacity. We just stole some beats from YouTube, and it was in another language. It was in Italian, because actually I'm Italian, but
Oh,
I've been living in Germany for the past 5 years.
wow.
So yeah, I also lived in France a little bit.
Oh my God, you've been everywhere. Everywhere cool, at least. I wonder if there's any device you even have the track on. I want to play it on the show. See what.
I don't have any track at the moment. I'm sorry. At least not the old ones.
No. Pieper, how did you get started? What was your first introduction to music?
So I first got started with music in the 4th grade. I started playing the drums, and I played the drums like throughout all of school. I was in like marching band, pep band, all that kind of stuff. And but I didn't actually get started with production until my junior year of high school, which was like 2017, around then. I remember I was like really into soccer around that time, and I ended up getting some injuries, and I wasn't able to play anymore. So I had like all this free time. I remember I was on YouTube, and I came across like these beat making videos, and I started watching them like crazy. And then I remember like I had my mom buy me FL Studio after that, and it's really just been a journey ever since.
Tell a little story.
Go ahead.
Pieper talked about the beat making videos, and I remember in 2015 I saw some people making beats with a LPD8 from Akai, like the basic one with 8 pads. And so I thought that you would just buy the pad and then play the drums. And so I bought it, but it didn't work. And I thought, this is nonsense. Like, this guy is making beats and mine doesn't work. And yeah.
Oh, goodness. Well, I want to fill in all of the learnings that you've acquired in this time, but I'm going to fast forward a little bit for a second. And I just want to know, like, what brought you guys to BeatStars Publishing? I want to talk about how you guys got on the platform and made use of it, but what brought you to us as like, a partner in your journey here?
Should I go first?
Sure.
Okay. Pretty much, I am good friends of GC Beats, and we were talking about BeatStars Publishing, and he told me about it, and then I talked to Mike, is a member of the BeatStars stuff,
Yeah.
and he told me about BeatStars Publishing, and I had a admin deal with Songtrust.
Okay.
So for the people in the chat, admin deal means that a company takes your royalties and gives it to you without owning the rights. And so I saw the deal with BeatStars, and it was essentially sort of the same. But then I thought to myself, yeah, BeatStars can help me as well. Like, I saw that BeatStars is really helpful. We can ask questions. There is a one-on-one feedback when there is something, about the publishing at least. And I thought to myself that having a partner was a good idea, and BeatStars helped me on that.
Well, we're so happy to have you. Shout out to GC for doing the recruiting on the side there. What about you, Pieper?
My experience is pretty similar too. I remember I was talking with other YouTube producers about the publishing, and actually and Mike also hit me up about joining the team, and definitely I was really excited to be part of the team because I know how much BeatStars really cares about their producers and trying to help them. So that's really what got me interested.
Well, we're also very lucky to have you, and just off the strength of what Roko said, like I think that one-to-one communication is super important. And I know it's great for you guys who are part of the team in this way, but also just as far as like on platform questions, like we've got people on Instagram and Twitter and in the emails and the DMs on platform like all day responding to people. And I think We just want to make it easy for everybody. So we're happy to have you. So let's rewind a little bit now to how you even found BeatStars and how you decided to put your business online. And I'll start with Pieper for this question.
Yeah, so I started using BeatStars around a year and a half ago. Before that, I was using a different platform called Track Train, and I was using that for around like a year or so. But I remember I was looking on YouTube, and I saw that most YouTube producers were using BeatStars. And I remember after seeing that so many people were using it, I did some research, and I realized that BeatStars was a whole lot better than what I was using before. And so I switched over pretty quick. It took a while because I think I had like maybe like 150 beats, so I had to like transfer over all the files and everything. So it took forever, but it was definitely worth it. I wish I would have been with BeatStars sooner.
Well, you're doing all right. You're almost touching 15,000 followers. So for a year and a half, that's pretty fire. Gonna pause. I would love to know how you grew your audience, and also you have an audience on YouTube as well. So I'm sure you were able to teeter between the two. But Rocco, what about you? How did you land on BeatStars?
Okay, so I was making beats when I was 16, and it was my first experience with music, so I wasn't really good. It was pretty trash, to be honest. And I thought to myself, after a year, I was like, okay, I either start doing something serious with beats, because otherwise I wouldn't be motivated, or I just quit. Like either do something serious or I quit. Then I thought to myself, okay, I can try to sell the beats that I make.
Yeah.
To improve, because when you show your content to other people, you get a feedback loop and you can improve. And so I googled just how to sell beats. I found a video from Kato on the track.
Mm-hmm.
I joined BeatStars in 2017, so yeah, I found a video and I joined right away.
Wow.
Found it interesting.
Wow, and now you're here, and you are checking up at almost 9 or 10,000 followers on BeatStars. So between the two of you, let's talk about what it's like to grow an audience and maintain them. And I don't know who wants to start, but we'll start with like your utmost tip to gain an audience.
You want to go on this one, Pieper?
Yeah, I'll go.
A little bit.
I think this is like kind of like the most like cliche answer, but definitely being consistent is like 100% one of the most important things. Just making sure that you're putting out a few beats a week or whatever your schedule is. Just so like not just for people to know like how often you post, but also the algorithms, because they pay attention to what kind of beats you're posting and how often you're posting. And when you have like a schedule down, the algorithms definitely like pick that up, and they push it out to new people. But I'd say definitely being consistent. Also kind of like zoning in on one like category, like or like one genre, or like a few artists can definitely help grow both on YouTube and BeatStars.
Good point.
I want to bounce on what Pieper said about the one category. I think that's the most important part, because I can do a lot of genres, type of beats, but I never did them all together. I always had like moments. For example, in 2018, I had different sound, then 19 another sound, 20 another sound, and now I have another sound. So I think having one sound and doing beats in one category is gonna make you very recognizable around people, and also for YouTube is really important.
So we often get that answer on the show as far as consistency goes, and then the comment about sticking to a genre or finding your niche.
Mm-hmm.
How do you build up around that? Because also there's a counter where we have guests where they're like, no, like stick to your niche, but try and do things different to like keep your spirit up and things like that. So sticking to one genre is one thing, but then when it comes down to the tagging or the titling or the promotion, what does that look like for you guys?
I would say that you can switch things up and try on the promotion. For example, if you make a guitar beat, you can say Pink Sweat type beat, or you can say Time of Caesar type beat. But also, before finding your type of music that you want to make, I think that it's important to try different styles. For example, in the beginning, I tried to do normal hip hop, like dark beats, but that didn't work with me for some reason. And then I tried to do more like R&B that I liked, and it worked better for me. And then I tried to, I said, okay, R&B is working. What type of R&B do I like even more? And then I I found out that Asian R&B was my thing, and then I started making beats in Korea for a Korean audience, and that's where I started getting a following. For example, yeah.
That's really interesting. Let's talk about that in a second. But Piper, for
Yeah,
you, what are some like, what does the structure around sticking to a niche look like for you? Like, are you tagging things, titling?
Yeah, so I was actually pretty similar with Roko, with like having different like styles over the years. Like I never really had like the same exact style, like because I've been posting for like 3 years on YouTube. But definitely like for example, like within the past year, like my channel has done really good off of Mac Miller type beats.
Mm.
So that's kind of like what I've been trying to put the most out of. And so my like tagging and my titling and everything like that is usually pretty consistent with those, because I kind of know what works for my channel, because I have like vidIQ, so I can kind of see like I can see what tags like ranking best for my channel, and kind of like what's working, what's not. But I still do like experiment and put out different types of beats, and sometimes they do good, sometimes they don't. So it really is just all about experimenting and seeing what works and what doesn't.
Got you. All right. So Asian R&B, what is that? And what does that music community look like? What are some things that like? What are some gaps you're looking to fill as far as sound goes, or where do you think that you're most successful in the music you're putting out, Rocco?
Okay. Essentially Asian R&B. You can imagine K-pop, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is K-pop, and then there is R&B, for example.
Mm-hmm.
R&B, for Korea, and Korean R&B is really nice because it's sort of like 2000s, like early 2000s R&B,
Okay.
but mixed with some electric sound very often, depending on the artist. But it's a bit more advanced on the production level, I would say. Essentially, the way it happened to me, I didn't really think about filling a gap in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
I remember a friend sent me a song from a Korean artist called DPR Live, and I loved it. I really loved the style, so I made a similar beat, and I just call it like Drake type beat or something. And then I thought to myself, wait, I wasn't thinking about Drake while making this. I was thinking about this Korean artist. So I did that. I mean, I changed the name to the Korean artist, and the beat started getting a lot of views. And I was like, wait a second, let me do some research. Then I did some research, and I positioned myself in that niche, in a sense. But it didn't exist before. I actually was I think the second person to use the word type beat in Korean, like with Korean letters.
Wow.
Sick.
That's actually like such a major hack. And I think, when you're on the internet and there's like so many people who are trying to do the same thing, like finding your niche as far as a genre is one thing, but really finding like a community is another. And I think you've done that, which is super insane and very interesting as we watch like from North America, even watching its influence or its impact like trickling over into North America. I'm not sure what it would look like in Europe, but it's a very interesting, space. And I'm glad that you found a wave. That's super dope.
Yeah.
What is like your ultimate goal? What's your dream here? Is it a placement? Is it an opportunity? Is it a lifestyle? What are you guys looking for?
I mean, I definitely like plan on like putting out as many beats as I can, kind of just doing the same thing that I'm doing now, and just seeing how like long it can last and that type of thing. I'm not really like, I wouldn't really say I'm like chasing placements, because I really like to like develop art, or develop relationships with like smaller artists and kind of build from there. But yeah, I'm not really focused on placements. It's more just seeing how many people I can impact with my music, and how many lives I can change, and that type of thing.
For sure. That's really dope. That's a great answer. Just enjoying your journey, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you, Rocco?
To be honest, I don't care about placements. If I had to be really honest, I had people ask me to send packs and stuff like that, but I mean, I do, but it's always weird because you send a pack of beats and then they don't give you an answer, and then you send the beat to another guy, and then they're like, "But you sent me this beat like 5 months ago," and like Yeah, you didn't respond, so I don't know. I don't really like to deal with those things. I like when things are done, in
Yeah.
a streamlined way. So I like working with small artists, like Piper said.
Mhm.
My goal, long term, is to make dope music. I guess. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I think
very
that
simple.
makes sense. Yeah, I like that you guys are pretty much just like, this is what I'm doing and I'm sticking to it. So both of you said that you like to work with smaller artists. So what does finding an artist that you enjoy look like? And then how do you go about building an actual relationship with them? And I'll start with Piper since you said it first.
Usually it's I kind of like find people through like people like messaging me first. Like people would be like, "Yo, like I I made the song out of your beat. Like let me know how you think of it." And that's kind of like how I like build with people. Every once in a while, I'll find someone like randomly, and I'll like be like, "Yo, let me send you some beats," and like we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, usually it's just people like using my beats from BeatStars or YouTube, and then kind of like sometimes like we make like exclusive stuff, and I'll like making some like custom beats, or sometimes we even like link in person. Like I've connected with some people that live near me that I've been able to like do stuff in person and have some sessions and make some dope music like that. But yeah, usually it usually goes like that though.
Dope. What about you, Ro?
I mean, it's a little bit different. Essentially, when someone buys a beat from me, or they download a beat from me for free on BeatStars, I talk to them, I email them, and I ask them to send me their music, and I listen to it. So every week I listen to, I don't know, 100, 150 songs, I guess. Yeah, 100 songs pretty much. Amongst, and amongst those 100 songs, there's a couple that I like, and then I'm like, yeah, do you want to work? Pick a beat that you want. You just get a license. Yeah, that's how I do it pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty grassroots way of going about things and tapping into the people who are literally using the music that you're putting out by purchasing or licensing
Hmm.
your beats. I think is dope, and it's a perfect starting point. I just want to pause for one moment, if y'all don't mind, because I'm
Hmm.
seeing some
Hmm.
comments in the chat that
Sure.
people are saying the show's ended or something is frozen, and I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just a connection issue, and they probably um okay. Eighth Life said he refreshed and he's all in there, so hopefully they can
Okay.
also post comments. Okay, great. We'll keep it pushing. So I know you guys don't care about placements, but I would love to talk about the placements that you do have. And maybe if you just want to pick one that was like either really stellar or something that super excited you, anything you want to share about a placement that you were really excited about. There you go. Piper.
Yeah, so I haven't really got any huge placements, like nothing like big industry placements or anything. I think my biggest placement is with an artist called Anise. I actually produced his first song that he ever put out, and then he blew up on TikTok, and he's been doing a lot of good stuff since. And then I actually produced his last song that he put out, which came out like a few weeks ago. But it's called Drunk on Myself by Anise, and that's probably like my favorite placement, and pretty much my biggest placement that I've gotten.
So sorry, how did you guys connect?
I'm pretty sure he just like hit me up randomly because he found me on YouTube, and then he ended up like using one of the beats, and then he also the second beat that he used was also from YouTube. So yeah, he kind of just like hit me up out of nowhere, and then we've kind of just been building up a relationship since.
So that's kind of interesting. You said he's blowing up on TikTok. Are you seeing any of the remnants of that within the music that you're creating? Like, are you seeing an uptake or a following increase or something, especially if his music is on the platform?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really know how to like track that. Like I wish there like was a way to track that to see if like I like got anything from it. I'm not exactly sure, but
Talk to
yeah, no, I'm not really sure if like any like I don't know if I gained any like subscribers or like whatever off of it.
me.
But yeah, I don't know.
Look at this comment over here. This is great to see. I'm currently working on an album with pretty much all Piper beats.
There we go. That's what I like to hear.
Audrey D. I don't know.
Awesome.
That's sick. Amazing. Make sure you share that with Piper.
Yeah, definitely.
Roko, what about you?
Yeah, I wanted to say something about what Piper said. And in my opinion, if you do a move, let's say a song blows on TikTok, and you're not sure if it helped your YouTube or not, in my opinion, it means that it didn't help. In my case, in my opinion, if I do a move and I'm like, oh, this might help, and then if I'm not sure about it, it means that probably didn't help in my case. Because I also had a lot of songs, with whatever hundreds of thousands of videos on TikTok, and then nothing happens. But yeah, my biggest placement is called Neneng B by a Filipino artist called Nick Makino. It's a song that has over 100 million plays across platforms. The way it happened was a little bit strange. There was a little bit of controversy because the artist didn't really license the beat properly. Artist got an MP3 license, and the song was number one in the country. And we had a little bit of beef on Twitter.
Oh no!
That escalated to national TV in the Philippines.
Oh my God.
So yeah, well, pretty much to go in detail. I think it's a funny
No,
story.
don't go into detail. Don't go into
No?
detail. I don't want
Okay.
Don't go
It's
into
nothing,
detail.
but it's nothing confidential. Nothing confidential.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Everything is
Y'all,
public.
if y'all
Yeah.
want to Google that.
Yeah.
After
Okay.
the show, but that is crazy. So okay, so they use the song.
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest lesson that you took away from that moment?
That
Let's look for a silver lining. Let's look for a silver lining here.
it's a little bit difficult because it was a big thing. First thing I learned is that I suppose people have more common sense than I think. I mean, people in general, because when I explained the situation to the public, there was some backlash towards the artist, I guess. And thanks to that, it fixed the situation. It's obviously not ideal because I prefer fixing stuff by email and not on Twitter. But yeah, just be careful about what you write on your licenses, because what I wrote in the license, like I try to understand every point. I'm not an attorney or anything, but I try to understand what every point means, like in a very primitive way, so that when there's a problem with an artist misusing the license, I know exactly where the problem is and exactly what the artist needs to do. That helped me in that situation.
Yeah, I think you're not the first person that I've heard have like a similar experience. I think maybe not to this magnitude because there wasn't ever any Twitter involved, but I think what's important is to definitely know what's in your contracts, and if you don't know or are unable to learn, then definitely seek the assistance. Having a lawyer on deck is a pretty good thing to have, especially as creators who are going out into the world and actively seeking to collaborate with people. You definitely just want to have your bases covered there. And
I just want to say something, if you allow me. Even if lawyers, when people Google for lawyers, they see the price maybe, I don't know, 150, 200, 300 per hour. But guys, it's better to pay $200 or $300 once than losing $20,000 later.
Yeah, and that would just be off of the strength of needing to negotiate everything backwards, right?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Take that chance. George Life said, hit up attorney Kyle on Fridays on IG. Yes, we've got our resident lawyer in the house, Kyle, who lots of contract and music law, obviously, because that's why he works with BeatStars. But another thing.
Can I say one last thing?
Of course, yeah.
There is one book called there is a book about law for music.
Okay.
Called it's by a guy called Portman in the name. I forgot the name. It's like the rules for music industry or something. It's like it's a thick book. I don't know, 300, 400 pages. But the guy explains everything about the music industry, like the legal side, like every single point. And I think everyone should give a look at that book. I think if you type music industry,
Are you talking everything you need to know about the music industry? That book?
I think I'm looking at my Amazon.
Well, how about you do a Google and then I'm gonna ask
Yes, yeah.
Piper
Sorry.
a question. So just off the strength of, oh yeah, Donald Passman. That's who I think the book is by. If we're thinking about the same book, but anyway, Piper.
Exactly.
What is a lesson that you've had to learn or overcome, or what is something that you think every producer should know or have on deck?
Let's see. I mean, definitely like knowing stuff about the industry and like the business side of things is 100% important. Or you mean like advice or like
whatever you think is most, like, even if it's down to like you need to have this plugin because it'll change your life, anything like that. Yeah.
One thing I'd say is like when it comes to mixing, like don't overcomplicate stuff. Because I remember I used to like spend like way too long on like mixes and like, but now I'm kind of like, you know, as long as like I can feel like the emotion through the beat and other people can, like as long as it sounds good, then it sounds good. But I remember I used to like think that you had to have like all these plugins and all these like you had to like watch all these videos and everything. But I kind of just realized that like whatever sounds good sounds good.
Exactly. That's a perfect piece of advice. Did you find the book?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
All You Need to Know About the Music Business, 10th edition by Donald S. Passman.
Yes, sir. Look, I'm about
I definitely heard about that.
Yeah, and they exactly that one. Yes, that one. That's my favorite book. Yes.
This book.
Yeah.
Like a Bible, respectfully. This is a good reference piece. And I feel like this isn't something that you necessarily need to sit and literally read cover to cover. I feel like you can refer to it on different books when you need it.
Yes.
So I agree. This is a great book.
And whenever I meet a new producer, like bigger or smaller than me, I tell them buy this book. I tell them it's not even a choice. In my opinion, it's not even a choice. Like if you're in this business, you have to read that book or get an attorney. But that book is really life-saving.
It's the one. Bufo said it's better than Harry Potter.
Yeah, I agree. Yes.
It might be. All right, y'all. Well, I think now's a great time to jump into listening to your music. So I don't know, guys, in the chat, the first 3 of whoever's name I see is who will play first. So go ahead and do that. In the meantime, I'll let you guys know. We'll play your music, and then everybody in the chat, hope you guys are also listening while you're telling me who you want to hear first. But please rate the track out of 5, whatever emojis that you have. I don't know where Low Wave is at today. If Low Wave is in here, or anybody who has the Tim Boot emote, please feel free to drop it. I usually ask everyone to use Tim Boots, but they use whatever they want. Let us know who you hear on the beat. All of that. So far I see Piper. Guys, don't shout out yourself or somebody who's not on the screen. Like, that is not helpful, kings and queens.
Yeah, also a piece of advice. Don't do that. Yeah.
All right, we got 2 for Roko. So I need, there's Low Wave. Thanks, Bufo.
Also, something funny is that me and Piper have different style, but we collabed last week.
Oh my god!
Yeah, like I literally posted the beat that we made yesterday.
Yeah,
and like that was before we even knew that we were gonna be on this together.
Exactly.
Well, we should play that beat first then.
Yeah, I think it's a great beat in my opinion.
All right, so far I see 1 for Piper, 2 for Roko. So we might just go with Roko first, in the spirit of saving time. Wait, but Piper, you uploaded it?
Yeah, I uploaded it yesterday.
You know what? We'll close out the show with the beat that the both of you made. I think that's a good process. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to share my screen. Please hold. So many buttons to press. All right. So you got to let us know which one you want to play first. I know you gave me 16, but
oh, sorry, my bad. Then scroll down. There is a beat called Joy.
Joy.
Yes, it's one of the biggest one I made.
Wow, 12.5K plays. Let's go. What a little vibe. Oh, GC's in here. What's
Yeah.
up?
Oh, GC. Yo,
Huh?
what's up, bro?
Yeah, that's such a little vibe. I'm not used
Yeah, it was fire.
to listening.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's got that. It still has this like underlying energy of pop, which I guess would
Mhm.
align with like that K-pop like anime vibe that you were talking about earlier. Definitely cool.
Thank you.
What's the second one you want to play?
You can play Soda. It's a collab with GC since he's in the chat. One of my favorite beats.
All right, let's do it.
GC on the track, boy.
So sweet. Like
Fire.
I hope you don't take offense to me referring to your music as like cute or sweet or whatever, but it like really
No,
just
but
makes you feel like happy.
actually, it's true because when I made music, that's why I went to on the Asian side because people kept me saying, kept telling me, "Yo, this sounds like anime, it sounds cute and stuff." Then I was like, you know what? I just do anime type beat now. That's
Yeah.
it.
I
And
also,
then
it's
went from
giving
there.
like video game vibes for sure. Like it's
Yes.
I could see like a little character like walking around a kitchen or something. Like, I
Thank
don't
you.
know, it's mad cute. So yeah, I just feel like I'm gonna end up referring to your music like that.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, track 3. What do you want to do?
Feelings.
Feel.
It's on the yeah, there.
Roko Tensei.
Meister.
Roko Tensei.
It's giving like young love, like puppy love. Like that's what I was feeling. Everybody's really enjoying your music. Like
I appreciate it.
everything's fire. I see you guys with emojis, low wave, always with the Tim boots. There we go. Cloud9 said, I'm about to stream all his beats while I work on organizing business stuff. You're just gonna be in
Thank
there
you, man.
smiling, going through your filing cabinet the entire time. All right, beat 4. What do you want to do?
You can play Numb, so it's a bit of a different vibe.
Okay, you're gonna switch it up. I'm gonna stop smiling.
No, it's yeah, the red one. Yeah.
Roko Tensei.
Kenji.
wasn't as sad as I thought it was going to be, but it still kind of hurt a little bit.
Yes, yes.
Bufo said, "Can he tell us how he manipulated or processed the vocal chop for the intro?" And I think that might have been the last track.
The feelings track. Essentially, I took a vocal, made chops out of it. You just cut the vocal, and then you play with the pitch a little bit. And for the intro, I took the entire chop and I pitched it down by 12 semitones, 1 octave. And then for the hook, I put it back up. I simply did that.
I hope that helps you, Bufo.
I hope it does.
And M.I. Corleone jumped in to say that when he started making music in 1999, there was no internet, but always had the John Willis Passman book.
Yes.
And then he said he slept with the audiobook on. He said,
I also did that, by the way. I would fall asleep with that book on.
Does that help you retain information? Like, I've never tried that.
No, it helps me go to sleep.
Oh,
no. Well, it's actually a trick because when you listen to something that requires a lot of attention, then your brain starts to black out a little bit, and then you just fall asleep. But then the morning after, I would just, rewind a little bit.
There you have it. All right, so beat 5.
Beat 5, can you scroll up a little bit to
Yes,
see
sir.
which one we have? You can play, there should be a beat called 2D.
Oh, this one here, 2D.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Roko Tensei.
Kenji.
Roko Tensei.
Okay, I feel like that was a good time to end it. But that just made me like, if I didn't have bad ankles, I would be up like doing all kinds of footwork or something. Cloud9, what is the Tia dance? He said, you know the beat fire when Tia does the Tia dance. What is that? I don't know what this means, so I'm gonna ask it. Are these synths serum?
Yes, Serum and Dune. And Hive. Hive too.
There you go. All right. Pieper, you're up next, buddy. Thank you for sharing, Rocco. I appreciate you.
Yeah, those were all really fire.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was really liking them.
Yeah, that's a lot of energy and like something very different. We don't hear a lot of that on this show.
I love Piper's beats though. I really like them.
Thank
I
you.
seriously do.
Yeah. All right. What's your first pick?
You can play the first one, Hiatus.
All right.
Actually, submitted this one for Buy My Beat, and Abe bought it.
It's a success.
Pieper.
know that was intended, like you tagged it Corday and J. Cole, but am I the only one that can hear like a Snow Allegra on, like that was very like R&B.
Yeah, it's like or something. Yeah.
Rooftop Beats said dinner date music.
Yes.
Cloud Nine said light the smell, good candles and vibe type beat. Holy smokes, you guys. All right, what's the next one?
You can play Carefree. It's a little different vibe.
Pieper.
It's the easy listening. Make it like easy to like tap into your music,
I would say easy listening and easy writing.
As from like an artist standpoint?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
sure. Like that's easy to get your point across.
It's so important, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
Simplicity.
exactly. I failed that, but yeah.
It's hard sometimes.
I think simplicity in music is like the most difficult thing to come by sometimes.
I think
Or
so.
most of the time.
Yeah.
Because just especially depending on the type of music that you're creating, especially if it's for rappers, it's just like, yo, you want to showcase what you can do and all the sounds, but it's like, okay, they need room. They need room to do their own thing. So
Yeah.
Bufo said he can hear this as a background music for a TikTok tutorial, which is like, honestly, yeah, you should probably start making sure your beats are up there.
Yeah, definitely.
Funny story. One of my beats got there, and it got 12,000 videos to it
That's sick.
randomly.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So you should really do that, Piper. I advise you to do it.
Yeah, for
It might
sure. I
work.
should.
No,
Right.
that's one. It's like, I'll save the sound.
Perfect. You can play Remember When. That's my biggest beat. My
Oh,
most
wow,
popular.
64,000.
That's a great beat. I really like that one.
Thank you.
Ooh, let's go.
The drums come in like super late, so you can like
We'll let it
wait a
run.
little bit if you want.
Thanks for the heads up.
So funny.
sit here and finish the whole thing. Okay, so the comments on this beat, first of all, very emotional. That's the dog type beat really sent me.
Yeah, that had me dead.
I agree with Low Wave on the Jesse Reyes. And also it kind of mirrored, Love on the Brain by Rihanna.
Yeah, I've gotten that in the comments a couple times. People saying that it kind of sounds like it. It does, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that energy. But I also remember you said you play these instruments, right? Like you're
For that one, I didn't. That
Okay.
one was the guitar was the sample.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
yeah.
But generally, any other time it might be.
Yeah, and most of my other beats, there, I'm playing the instruments. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really fire.
Low-key, She Left with a Dog would be a great song title for artists in the chat. You should use it as title. I would definitely click on a song like that.
Okay, so that was number what, 3?
3, I think.
All right, 2 more.
You can play Empathy, second one.
Pieper.
Not me over here swaying to the point where we're over 1 minute on the track. Over here in a daze. So good.
Thank you.
Ben Lupin says he definitely has his sound with these. King Swisser gave you 5 wave emojis.
Thank you.
Everyone's upset about the guitar on the last one because they wanted to flip the sample. And Cloud9 said, I needed to rain outside and have coffee so I can vibe more with this beat. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's a good, it needs to be on like the Chill Cow playlist, basically.
Yeah.
All right. Last one, and then I want to play the beat that you guys did. It's called With You, right?
Yeah.
On your page to look for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, last one off of this.
You can play the last one, After Hours.
After Hours. All right. Did it again. I was just here, like very much in my body, very present, listening to that beat. You guys are so dope.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Bruce Beat said, "That's sexy, can't lie." And Ape said it was an epic one to end on, grand finale type beat.
Thank you.
Well, the real grand finale, I want to play the beat that y'all did together.
Yeah, it fits, I think.
Perfect. So for those of you who are late tuning in, Piper and Rocco both worked on a beat together that Piper actually uploaded yesterday, you said, or the day before?
Yeah, yesterday.
And you guys didn't even know you were going to be on the show together until yesterday?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect. So
It's so funny. Yeah.
I always like try and aim to say, like, you know, you and you should work together, but it's very rare that actually this is the first time it's ever happened where you guys have already worked on something.
Yeah, it
So
was funny. It was definitely a coincidence.
Yeah, it was really a coincidence.
Yeah.
it's a perfect coincidence. All right, let's listen to it.
I was on the guitar on this one, and Piper did the rest.
Roko Tensei.
Piper.
Want to play the whole thing, but we're running out of time here, so I'm gonna stop it, and y'all can go over to Piper's page. It's linked right there, and you can take a listen to it in full in your free time. Well, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us and sharing your insights and being such great sports today. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Be
Thank you.
here.
It was nice.
Yes, wishing you both the best of luck. And we're very lucky to have you on our team. And shout out to everybody in the chat who participated today.
Shout out to everyone in the chat. Yes,
Yeah, thanks for tuning
I
in.
was reading the comments the whole time. I read
Yeah.
every comment.
These guys are hilarious. So it's like,
Yes.
it's always great to have them, right? So don't forget, everybody in the chat, you can head over to at BeatStars on Twitter. Mike Trampy and our favorite girl, Sid, are having a conversation today. So make sure you join, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Be safe, wash your hands, wear your mask, social distance, all those things. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.